point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 at a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Be alert, be alert.
Drop deep, drop deep. Run. He's telling right here, he's telling on the right, telling on the right. Hey. 4 down.
Watch 35, watch 35.
On first down, it's Grant. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
18 Gators.
On second down, here's Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2 minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Here we go. 50 plant.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go, baby.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Go, go, go.
On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw here. And he completes it to Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Under.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, Echo.
50 to Mike.
On second and 10, Foles got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Bullock good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go. Go. Check 31. Check 31.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A first down throw for Brissett to Thompson on the screen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Brissett. Finding Green complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Brissett. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. This is Grant. And an alley to run. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 84 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Get that ball.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Got a man open. It's Ross. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All day, baby, all day. 44, Mike, 44. No chance. 40, that's it. 44, come on. Match box. Mike. Shift, hey.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brissett on 4th down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Brissett now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Brissett again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Brissett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Brissett. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
4th down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Fournette, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette fights free yet again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle. I get... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On second down, Brissett again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. They will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.